What's up, y'all? This Aunt Glizzy and this Barberson TV. And today we got BTB Savage story. I've been seeing this all around YouTube. This outside of the DMV. This content outside of the DMV. This has been going on like in the world. This happened in Texas. I don't know what part of Texas. But I heard in this part of Texas, there's not even many rappers. He probably in a handful of rappers. So I'm going to tell y'all how I got aware of what was going on. I'm going to just tell y'all my version of it. I don't know details of the story. I don't know people's names. I'm just going to tell you what I know and my knowledge of what I learned from YouTube and what I learned from these interviews and blogs and just seeing stuff. So I've been seeing everybody talk about it. It's been a topic. So I'm just sitting back looking. But this, before I even see this, before this even happened, before he passed away, before anything, the night before that, I was watching, 2 days before he passed away, I was watching a Vlad TV interview. I just watched it because it said he murdered somebody, him and his girlfriend. I was like, how he ain't locked up? I just clicked it and played it. I listened to the story. So I was listening to him talking. He was telling Vlad stuff. But as I was listening to him tell Vlad, I was like, for him to just kill somebody, he ain't really humble with it. It's like he running with it for the promotion. While I would have did the same thing. Don't get me wrong, y'all. A free murder in this generation, and you a rapper into this culture and this type of entertainment, you know it's going to bring a lot of fans and wave and traffic to you. It's called clout. We all addicted to some type of little bit of clout in this generation. I understand it. But it's like certain things, it's death involved, blood involved, family and other people. You can't say certain things. Even if you could say it, you shouldn't want to say it. I believe in God. The power of the tongue is crucial. So when I was watching the interview, I'm just watching the interview, I'm listening to the interview. His story not making sense to me. It make sense to y'all. I don't know. Y'all got to tell me in the comments. His story wasn't really making sense to me, but I was putting bits and pieces together of what happened. Some guys came to his house apparently for a feature, and he let them in his house. It was a couple guys. I don't know how many. Some walked out and they left one in there. He locked the door behind the guys who left out, and it was one in the house. And the one in the house and him tried to rob him. That's what he said. The one in the house tried to rob him. They got into a scuffle. Pistols get drawn, dropped on the ground. They wrestling. In between that, him and his girlfriend, his son was allegedly in the house. His girlfriend picked up the pistol, fired some shots. He fired some shots. The other guy fired some shots through a door. He fired some shots through a door trying to empty the gun rolling on the ground. Y'all go to Vlad TV to get the direct story. I don't know the direct story. I'm just going to outline my opinion of it. So as he explaining this murder, I'm saying to myself, okay, cool. He murdered somebody, but the person he murdered have family members. He said he only killed one of them. It was more people. So if he killed one of them, it's more people. And they had guns too. I don't care if they punks. I don't care if they not on nothing. They never did nothing. They scared or nothing. Once you put a scared person back against the wall, they're going to have to, that's not even a scared person, any person. Once you put their back against the wall, they're going to have to retaliate. That's like, I'm going to give you a scenario. Nobody knew nothing about the inside situation of what happened in that house or what was going on before this interview came out from Vlad. Both sides seen it. The people, victims, and you and your family, us, the world, Vlad, everybody seen it, and we got in tune to the story as it came out. So when this story came out, it was like the people might have didn't even want to do nothing. They might have not even been into it. Vlad knew this story was so interesting and was going to rile up people and shake feathers. That's the only reason he gave it to you. He gave you the interview because you murdered somebody and he knew it was going to get him some type of views and clicks, and he was going to have an exclusive story. He didn't care for your safety or what you had going on. I don't got nothing against Vlad. I'm not saying Vlad wrong. Vlad is a blogger. This is what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to get interesting stories, but he's not going to tell you he got you this. He didn't get this story to get you killed at all. I'm not saying he got this story to get you killed, but he got this story because it's interesting, and he knows it's going to shake feathers. It's going to be an interesting. He's a professional blogger. He knows what is what. He can get you because of your raps. He don't know nothing about nothing going on too much until he interviewed you. I don't even know how Vlad know to come and interview you about the situation that happened, because I know he ain't too in tune to you, because it wasn't about raps in your rap career, really. It was about the murder. So he knew it was going to go up and help his platform, and he was going to benefit from it. That's why he dropped it. Not saying he was going to die. He didn't know the repercussions to it. He deep down his head, he knew you could have, but he didn't know it really was going to happen. So I'm not going to say Vlad setting people up. I'm not saying Vlad, the police, or Vlad getting people killed or nothing. Vlad is doing his job. Vlad know an interesting story, no matter what the background of it or what the consequence of it is. He know an interesting story. If you want to come tell your story, you can tell your story, because you can deny that Vlad TV interview. You don't got to take it. Like, Vlad don't be like, you got to come here. So I don't like when people blame him or people dying. Yeah, the interview caused controversy. He knew it was going to cause controversy. But can't blame him for death because he didn't have to do the interview or he didn't have to answer the questions. Vlad didn't answer the questions or do the interview. So that's my opinion on the Vlad side of it. But when the interview came out and I seen him saying, the dude was like, yeah, don't kill me. I got kids. Something. Let me live. Take me with you. When I heard him saying that, I was saying to myself, how his kids or the people who take his kids or his family gonna feel that he's saying these like some stuff you don't say. Like, you don't say that on no national state. Like, I just feel like he don't got a father. I don't know. I feel like his father or a big homie is somebody in his life with a big opinion. Because even if I get too reckless, if I wouldn't even. I got people around me that wouldn't allow. I get reckless, y'all. I do a lot of things. But that right there with a death involved, nobody, my family members around me, they wouldn't let me do that. They wouldn't even let me, like, somebody would have been with me there and they would have literally stopped me as I was talking and said, no. It's more so he took the fan happy of a death route. Like, take it as a publicity. As a young black male, that's what people do. I'm not saying he wrong for it, because that's what people do in this generation. This generation is weird. It's not for us to understand. Something happened and we just run with it. Like, even it can be negative. These days they say they smoking you in the pack. They doing all this. Just a new generation. So I know if he get a free kill, he run around and rap about it. He did it. He survived it. But on his side of things, if it went down the way he said it went down, he let somebody in his house that he trusted to do a feature and they try to rob him, no matter if the person passed away, he was never wrong. He defended himself. So no matter if he brag about it or if it's traumatizing to y'all and y'all feel like he wasn't supposed to did it, something still happened to him. He the victim. He's still the victim in all this. Yeah, he bragged about something he did, but he defended himself at the same time, if that's the way it went. But I've been seeing stories that come out now, like after he passed away, after the interview, he passed away a couple days after the interview, maybe, I ain't gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2 to 5 days after the interview. But they said the killing was a month before. The interview came out a month after the murder. He took a picture standing in the blood with the bullet holes in the door. When I seen that picture, I said to myself, now he playing with like the devil. Like, that's devilish. Like, it's not even, that's ungodly. Once you do anything in this world that's ungodly, like a school shooter or a terrorist, a bomb, or even taunting a dead man in his blood, God reward to you was to let you out of that situation. You was not supposed to brag about it, standing no blood, and that's the extra you overdoing life. Like, that's out of life's plan. Anything out of life's plans, you gonna have to pay a reward for it. I promise you. If I walk in the police station and harm some police officers, I know it's repercussions to that, because that's not regular. That's not regular things. If I go get into it with an op, just say I have an op, I get into it with that op and his funeral come up and I go hurt one of his family members at the funeral, I know it's consequences to that. Not with the police, not with nothing, just with God. I believe in a high power. You cannot play with. Yeah, you can even talk about it and taunt about it. Standing in the blood it's like, that's the devil. That the only person, the God would not approve that. The only person to approve of something like that, that's devilish. Like, literally. So devilish answers. Devilish answers get devilish rewards. That was wrong. So now his family got to deal with that. But I told y'all in the beginning about, even if you feel like guys punks or soft, once you pit their backs against the wall, this is what I mean, backs against the wall. They already feel some type of way in they shoes that they left their friend in the house and he died. So they probably thinking they left him. You get on the interview and saying you left them. Now they around all the crowd of the people that they be around. And them people is telling them, damn, y'all left y'all man, y'all did this. He bragging something. Y'all know what y'all got to do. It's basically you basically telling them to come kill you, bro. No funny. It's like they ain't even want to do nothing. One gonna do nothing. They was gonna go under the radar or whatever it was. It was like now they smacked him in their face. They family members, his family members, all of them, they gang, whatever they connected to, they all feeling the pressure from it. It's like now they got to do something. If they gonna do something, something could happen to them. But before something happened to them, they approve something. I'm not saying they did it. I'm not saying who did it. I'm just saying it's common to all this. And then I went to his Instagram to see how he moved, and he posts lots of bankrolls. He got the chain. He got the Instagram life that everybody want on Instagram. Should nobody be in your house, bro. Should let nobody in your home. If you got that much money, nobody should be in your home. They asking you what stuff at from Instagram. It's like you set yourself up. They asking you what stuff at they seen on your Instagram. They only hear about what you showed them. You putting yourself in life hard situations by not just thinking. Yeah, whatever you got going on or had going on, it's just a messed up situation. And so me just sitting back, thinking about looking at it, I seen this car, they caught him downtown in the same city that he did it in, that he defended himself in, and he didn't even go to jail for it. Only person smart in this is the girlfriend. They said the girlfriend shot the guy too. So she a part of the murder. The girlfriend didn't go do no interview. I still don't know how the girlfriend look. Me personally, I don't know how the girlfriend look. I still don't see her name too much in it. Her name in it, but I don't see her picture blowing around as much as his. Like, she didn't blow her spot up. She didn't do the ungodly thing and want to go brag about it. She just counted her blessings. That's a blessing. You're supposed to count it. You're not supposed to go brag about it. I feel like he was more humble about it, and he would have did his interview, and he'd have been like, I apologize to the family. I'm sorry for all this and all that, whatever been going on. And he'd been remorseful about it. God would probably reward him differently. I told you I believe in God. That's why I keep putting God in this. But it's just a messed up situation. I'm a blogger. I'm just giving y'all my side of it. And I seen his car was shot up. They shot his car up. They shot 70 shots, like 50 to 70 shots. And he died in front of his car. If I would have did that in my city, I'd have never went back and took that picture. Once you took that picture and you talking on live, I seen him on a live conversation, tell somebody, yeah, I'm in Houston, I'm still here, pull up. Like, you can't do that. When somebody die, you got to move like your life ain't got no reset button. Just remember this, y'all. Nobody life have a reset button. Don't call it paranoid. Don't call it scared. Don't call it nothing. It's called a conscience. God gave you a conscience for what? To use it. If your conscience tell you something, listen to it. I'm going to give you an example. If you get in a car with your mother, your sister, and your brother, when you hop in that car, you don't feel no type of way. They can take you anywhere. If you hop in a car with your homeboys and he in there with two other people and you feel like anything, if you just get any type of feeling, that's your conscience telling you, you ain't supposed to get in that car. Because if you get in that car with people that genuinely love you, you don't even feel no type of way. You don't care where this car going. Listen to your conscience. It talks to you. You'll survive longer. Long live BTB. Just a messed up situation on both sides. Barberson.